Alright, guys, we're going to talk about Spider-Man, or I'm sorry, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the new animated series that's on Disney Plus. This is the two-episode release season finale for episodes 9 and 10. If you guys are not caught up with episodes 9 and 10 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, please stop watching, as this is going to be a spoiler-filled review as we break down the episode. So please, if you're not caught up, stop watching as we're going to dive into it in three, two, one, now. All right, so this episode starts off with Norman Osborn uh, confronting Doc Ock about how he's in prison now and how he's got his entire lab to himself. Doc Ock does call him out though for kind of using other people's hard work to benefit himself. I love that scene. Meanwhile, what's his name? The Don and Lonnie are preparing to steal some of these products that Norman was talking about that was came from Doc Ock's lab. Uh, Nico and Liz, not Liz. Why did I say Liz? Nico and what's her name? Pearl are there, getting boba. Although I think Pearl saves herself and leaves. But Nico's still in the area, and when they attack the armored truck or whatever, she's in the way, and Spider Man has to come and save her in his brand new spanking suit, which is the classic look that we've been all waiting for, that Harry helped design for Peter Parker. Uh, Peter gets Nico to a safe spot and then confronts the gang, who he immediately notices Lonnie and comes right up to him and is like, dude, what are you doing here? This is not safe. Like, we've talked about this. And while they're trying to have their moment, the Scorpion shows up and the epic second battle begins. And Spider Man gets to have a second try at defeating Scorpion, who stabbed him last time. The Dawn kind of freaks out and breaks, basically, and gives up. And he runs away. Lonnie goes into the truck to try to find any, like, good loot, basically. And ends up getting, he gasses himself, which we all know is going to lead to Tombstone. Spider-Man pulls him out of the truck, saves him for a second, and then Scorpion attacks, and Lonnie ends up being immediately changed into an impenetrable force. Superpowers kicked in immediately, and he saves Spider-Man from the attack, and then the two of them team up and have an epic battle against Scorpion, who Spider-Man gets down, and he's about to, like, brutally probably murder Scorpion until Lonnie stops him. But Norman was getting to Peter's head for a second, and thankfully Lonnie still has a good heart and helps Peter reel it back, and they end up just um, securing, or like, the Scorpion's going to prison basically, but they fist bump and part ways. Although I feel like the way they did their fist bump, um, I feel like in the future Peter might accidentally do the fist bump to Lonnie as Peter, and Lonnie's gonna figure out that he's Spider-Man. Maybe that's my prediction. Um, there was a funny moment later with Peter and Nico, who he drops down to Spider-Man in the classic upside down thing, and Nico punches him right in the face. I love that. Meanwhile, we find out that Norman has been working with his scientists, minus, um, what's her name? She was probably not going to show up. Connors is not there. Dr. Connors is not present in his evil scheme, which he's kind of trying to recreate more Spider-Man, because he says he wants an army of Spider-Man, basically. In the next episode, he shows his interns kind of what he's been working on, which is like a basically to traverse time and travel the galaxy, of which he wants to gain its resources, basically. And just then, a portal opens, which we at first think is Osborn's work, and I thought he recreated Doctor Strange's portals, but of course it turns out to be actually Doctor Strange, who calls him out for what he's doing and tells him to stop. You don't know what's out there. Norman doesn't listen to him and opens the portal anyways, and of course immediately the Venom dude thing comes out of the portal, and Peter has to switch to Spider-Man. And during the fight, he gets knocked into another room and breaks a few cases that has a spider in it. And then while they have Spider-Man and Doctor Strange have an epic fight with that Venom character, trying to get him back through his own portal. To the point where Peter even goes through the portal by accident and is fighting the Venom guy there, and Strange pulls him right back, thankfully. Peter has to kind of fix the portal thing that Norman made, and so Strange has to distract the creature while he fixes it, which he uses his time stone and ends up creating like a time portal, which sends him right back to the first episode where he's at the school, and everything's starting to connect. We do see that the spider that Peter lets loose is the one that turns him into Spider-Man, which is very interesting. Right when they're about to throw the Venom creature back into the portal, they see like more of those Venom things, which is terrifying. So Strange tries to delay it, stop him. Peter tries to break the portal thing, and he does, but of course a little sliver of the Venom creature got through, and Strange and Spider-Man think they saved the day, which they kind of did. And meanwhile, Oscorp's under fire. Nico comes up with the idea for Peter and Harry to kind of start their own company where they can do what they want to do without Norman's annoying looking over their shoulder, basically. Peter and Doctor Strange have a sweet conversation before he leaves, and Peter asks him, like, can you tell me what's going to happen so I can be ready for it? And Strange is like, something tells me that you're already ready, or something along those lines, which I thought was sweet. Meanwhile, Norman finds the little sliver of Venom, which at first I thought he was going to get attacked by the glob of Venom and become Venom, or something like Green Goblin Venom would be cool, which I've heard they've done before. Harry ends up creating Web, which is the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, which they've done in the comics and other iterations, which is exciting. The Asian guy, what's his name? I have a feeling, just because he was the only one that didn't accept the invite, why is he not in this cast? I guess he's just not. What? That was Charlie Cox who played Daredevil? Wait, am I looking at the right show? Yeah, dude, what the hell? Sorry, I didn't know that he actually played the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Sorry, I gotta find out the name of this. Oh, what the hell? How can I find his name, dude? The Asian guy. Whatever, okay, I can't find his name for some reason. But I have a feeling since he was the one that didn't respond to the web invite, maybe he could become like the evil Harry Osborn, because he seems like he's more in line with what Norman Osborn wants than Harry Osborn, following in his father's footsteps. I'm hoping Harry stays good for a while, um, but that's just me being hopeful. All right, so the big reveal was the girl who appeared as an intern with Norman and Peter, who turned out to actually be Finesse, who is Taskmaster's daughter and is working with Daredevil, which I love. I can't wait to see that continue in future seasons of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Very exciting. Lonnie is talking about how he got an invite to the web thing, so he'll be working with Peter and those guys. Although his skin is starting to turn white, like the character Tombstone in the comics. He's now the boss of his gang, and he sadly threw away his high school jacket. Meanwhile, we get to see Nico's secret kind of be revealed. She's doesn't seem like she's a bad guy. She's just trying to like talk to her mother, but she's definitely like on the sorceress witch side in the comics and in the other TV show. She was in The Runaways and is part of that group. But I'm excited to see more of her. She's been affiliated with A4. She's been affiliated with Midnight Suns and the Strange Academy. But very cool. I want to see more of her. I love her character and her iteration in this show. Doc Ock is figuring out his arms while he's in prison. And then Aunt May goes to prison to meet who I thought was going to be Uncle Ben, but it turns out to be it's actually Peter's father, who's still alive. The episode ends with Spider-Man swinging through the city, and was just such a great show. Left me wanting so much more. I can't wait for season 2. I know they've greenlit season 2 and 3 of this show. Ugh, it's just so good. One of my favorite things I've watched. I think it counts as a 2024 show and a 2025 show. I could be no, it's just 2025, right? Yeah, it's just 2025. Sorry, my bad. Definitely one of the best shows I've watched of 2025, and I think it will remain throughout the year as one of the best. I would love to hear what you guys thought of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Did you guys like it as much as I did, or did you guys hate it? Let me know your issues or favorite things about it down below. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.